Alright, everyone, welcome back to Professor Layton in the Diabolical Box. Oops, last time we, Sorry, let me just make sure I didn't mess up the capture. Nope, all good. Last time we, finished all the puzzles we had left over at Granny Rattleton's, and we also finished, two of the side quests. Like, we finished the, camera thing and the hamster. Whatever, is it a hamster? Some kind of rodent. Yeah, hamster. So we're just really left with a tea set to complete today. We do have a diary entry to read, but we gotta, we have this photo minigame unlocked now, so we might as well just start off with trying that. We've taken a photo of this location. Something about it seems a bit off. Examine the photos you just took using the camera minigame in the trunk. Then we go back here, and we go to camera. It's no longer a slidey puzzle, but now it's a this. Photograph 8, Granny R's, and this is, if you didn't see before, it's just to spot the differences. Like, for example, there's no center bit down there.
Should do the trick.
Is there a punishment if you,
And there we have it.
You found the first difference in this photo. If you don't get it, like, there's no pick or ass to lose or anything, right? And then this is, I'm guessing this one is going to be easier because it's
this puzzle solved.
the first one. No, it's not the first one.
Leaves no puzzle
Like,
unsolved.
you can solve the camera in the game at any time, so they can't know when you're gonna, where you're gonna get this. Yeah, so just spot the differences. I'm guessing the reward to getting all of them done is, the puzzle house. By the way, we unlocked one for the hamster. Should we be doing that? I guess we'll save that for tomorrow, maybe. Perhaps. Finding the last one is tricky though for me. I know, like, it's always different when you're watching a video rather than doing it. It's probably like super obvious and everyone's shouting it out at the screen, but I personally from here cannot see it. Oh, I see it. The tree branches are different. The key is you just go like item by item and compare. That's how you find them. Found all the differences in this photo. Now there's a puzzle hidden somewhere here. Pretty cool. Alright, so where are the 3 spots? Well, I guess we check there. Is it down here? That's a hint coin. Is it the branches? That's the puzzle. Okay. I spy a hidden puzzle. 129, the Slobbish Mole. Interesting name. 40 pig rats. What is this? On the edge of the forest lives a particularly messy mole. His burrow is so clogged up with trash that eventually he has to tidy up. However, being lazy, he decides to clean up his place while doing the least work possible. In order to pick up all the trash in his burrow without passing through any one tunnel twice, where should the mole start cleaning from? While moving through any tunnel twice is forbidden, he can pass through any junction between the tunnels as often as he wants. So this is the old classic, Bridge of Terabithia, I forget what it's called. The idea here, if a place has an even number of ins and outs, right? Like when you go in and out of a place, like that, right? You use up 2 of the, routes in and out. Which means you either, if there's an odd number, like for example, take C. C is the only one we'll notice with an odd number of like paths coming in and out of it, which means it's going to be the answer. If you start here, then if you leave, right, then we're going to come back and somewhere and leave somewhere else. If we don't start at C, then we have to end at C. So I'm pretty sure it's got to be C, right? because, like, if we started at, like, say, A, then we have to end at A, which means there's no way we can have gotten all the paths for C. And that's the same for every other path. There should be one junction. Yeah, there's this junction down here, which is where you have to end up by the same logic, but
Consider this puzzle solved.
there we go.
A true gentleman leaves no puzzle unsolved.
We've had that same, like, puzzle in different forms before, I'm pretty sure. Alright, good job. Our friend the lazy mole should start his cleaning from hole C. Starting his cleanup effort from any other hole will cause him to run through at least one tunnel twice before the job is finished. Where was the third difference? Ooh, that's a lot of work. Was it?
Jackpot!
Okay, yeah, it was there, I guess, because, like, that's where the third coin should be. Alright, let's actually start today, 6 minutes in, I guess. But nothing. Journal. The ever-absent curator. I just learned that the curator of the Herzen Museum has been out and about looking for something by order of the museum's owner. That explains why the place has been closed all this time. Interestingly enough, I've heard that the museum's owner is none other than Mr. Beluga. Just what is that man after? I mean, it's gotta be the Elysian box, right? Like, that's... what else could it be? I forget which way we came from, so I'm just gonna kind of wander. Who are you? Niles. The joke is to make him sound like the guy from Frasier, but I'm not good at impressions, so just pretend I'm doing a good Niles impression. Hey guys, what you doing there? That's terrible, but I'll just go with it. Hello, little boy. We're looking for bits of a torn photo. Have you seen any pieces around? Yeah, the wind blew this thing by me. Is that what you guys are looking for? I'm really all about finders keepers, but I'll give it to you if you solve this puzzle. 101 Disappearing Act 1, 30 Pig Rats. Oh boy, it's one of these. Here's a classic puzzle. The rules are simple. You can move any ball on the board below as long as it satisfies the following conditions. To move, jump your selected ball over an adjacent space occupied by another ball into an empty space on the other side. You can't jump diagonally. Once you've made the jump, the ball you jumped over disappears from the board. To complete the puzzle, just move all the balls from the board except for one. Okay, enough rules, try it for yourself. I just kind of thought about it as I was reading them out, and I managed to figure it out.
A true gentleman leaves no puzzle
But
unsolved.
the bigger ones are going to be a problem. Well then, this is one configuration of a puzzle known as Peg Solitaire. As the name suggests, the traditional version of the game is played with pegs that you insert into holes on the game board. Oh, I get it now. Thanks for your help, guys. Here's the thingy you wanted. You know, there used to be lots more people in full sentence back in the day. How do you know? You're 5. But then everyone left. Only 3 to go. Also, this man is thirsty. Adore. That's a good way to start off the sentence. Say, you guys is from out of town, am I right? You sure are. How'd you figure that out? Duh, because I am too. Plus I got a trick for figuring out who's native and who's not. Oh, that sounds handy. Can you teach me how to do it too? Sure, I guess, but not for free. Tell you what, I've been feeling kind of down lately. If you make me go her again, I'll show you how I do it. This guy, I don't like how he talks. Well, I imagine we might be able to whip up a cup of tea that provides something of a mood boost. Gee, that sounds delicious. I haven't had tea in a real long time, yeah. But that's so generic. Like, what do you mean, lift you out of the funk? Cherry boost? I mean, he's feeling down. Does that work? Well, he's got to be more specific. I don't know. Are you sure this is the right tea? Because I think it'd be something a little more timeless, you know? Like a classic. What are you talking about? It's tea. Just drink it, idiot. How are you, child? You got a photo scrap? Hey, whatever you did, don't play in the forest or on the edge of town. Oh, and why is that? That's what I heard from the people who went treasure hunting at that dusty castle outside of town. They also said that a vampire with big fangs lives up there. Yikes. You're talking about the vampire who's rumored to live up in Herzen Castle. Oh gosh, if you know what I was talking about, why'd you make me explain it? I mean, even though the whole fang thing sounds creepy, that old vampire is nothing to be scared of. As long as you have a cross or some garlic, you're good to go. Which I bet even a hunk of garlic bread would do the trick. Really? Oh yeah, everyone knows that. I haven't to ask you to. Do you know what this thing? Do you know what this is? The wind blew it over here earlier. You do have a photo scrap. I sure do. It's a piece of the photograph we're looking for. Well, then you should have it. I'm just gonna throw it away. Thank you, child, for your assistance. Oh, and there's one just right there. Look, is that another fragment for a missing photograph I see? Only one to go. It's gotta be like... up here. Do you have it? Rory, I think that's your name? Hey, folks. What are you two doing out here? Looking for something, maybe? Nothing much. Just a few scraps of a torn photo. Have you seen anything of the sort? Sounds like garbage to me, but I'm pretty sure I saw one over by the gate to the forest. I mean, I gotta tell you how amazed I am at the number of out-of-towners I've met today. Yeah, it's because the train just came in. I asked a girl who wanted directions to Herzen Castle. Now I bump into you two. What was this girl like? She was a cutie pie, probably in her late teens. I hope you're in your late teens, because then otherwise this is kind of weird. I guess she's not with you two then? You must be talking about Katya, Professor. She would certainly fit the description. You'd think she's after Duke Herzen's fortune. I didn't get that impression from our brief meeting, but something is odd, that's for certain. But enough talk. We've got a lead on the location of the final photo strap. We must make our way to the forest gate before the wind blows our clue away. Professor and Luke decide to go to the gate at the forest edge to get the last photo scrap. I kind of don't like how that's its own subsection, but kind of ominous, but whatever. That woman's thirsty, I kind of don't care. At some point I will just have to look up what the answers are to the, the whole tea puzzle thing. Meanwhile, elsewhere, what? Okay. So what do you say comes to town pretty often? Oh yeah, I mean, think about it. You ride the Military Express for free whenever you want. I guess it was one of the perks of owning your own railway, heh. Well, whenever I see him around, he's always with a shabby-looking guy in a conductor's outfit. 9 times out of 10, he's chewing out the conductor guy for something or another. Seems to be searching for something. Who knows what, really? Whatever it is, it must be pretty special if a rich guy like him can't buy it. I still don't see the fuss over the Elysian box. As far as I'm concerned, it's just a box. What about the Elysian part? Inspector, pardon me, sir, but I just received word from headquarters. His alibi checks out. Is that so? Then that's that, isn't it? Ha! Ha ha ha! Burton, we've got our man. Gather all the suspects at the hotel, and we'll put this case to bed. But sir, if you know who the murderer is, shouldn't we go make an arrest and be done with it? Huh? Barton, sometimes I think it might be the thickest Bobby I've ever met. You're just calling them thick? Like, I know they're British, so it means, like, stupid, but it's still kind of funny. There's no greater thrill in the life of a law officer than calling out the guilty party in front of a crowd. This is the moment the whole case has been building toward. Now gather everyone up on the double. Yes, sir. Alright, yeah, I think we'll just go. I'm kind of worried about running into a cutscene. There we go.
Jackpot!
Shut up. I kind of worried running out into a super long cutscene, but I think we actually have the time for it, so... Talk about a spooky place. Do you think the path beyond the gate leads to the castle, Professor? From what I can tell, yes. Gosh, you don't live out in a spooky forest like that. Must be a little batty. Get it? Because he's a vampire? No wonder people think whoever's out there is a vampire. Haha, show a little courage, my boy. Oh, what's this here? Something stuck on this fence. There sure is. It's the last missing piece of the photograph. Now you have all of them. Now that we have a lot of them, let's see if we can't piece the photograph back together. But Barton's gonna interrupt us. 116, the torn photo, 60 pig rats, never mind. Professor Layton and Luke finally have hunted down all 16 pieces of peculiar photo. Reassemble the pieces that reveal the contents of the image. Rotate a piece by touching the side and spin it around. Be careful not to reassemble the picture upside down. This is another one where it's like, I don't know what to even say for this. Oh yeah, these are sideways. Like, it's just, I gotta mess around until I've solved it, like you would any photo. So, look forward to that, I guess. It's basically just a jigsaw puzzle, right? Okay, that's gotta be it, right? Like with the ram head in the center?
Here goes!
Yeah, okay, good.
Layton's apprentice strikes again!
That's trickier than I thought it would be, because like a lot of the edges don't perfectly line up even afterwards, and the pattern is kind of unclear. You did it, but what on earth is this a picture of? The box, clearly. Did we get a cutscene after this, or am I allowed to save before? There, that's all of it. Torn photos on your puzzle next. Gosh, Professor. Luke, for a right adventure guess, I'd say that what we see before us is the Elysian box. Well, the design of the box looks the same as the one on top of the fountain in full sense. Yes, I noticed the resemblance myself, and also the diary. What an unusual emblem. The imagery seems to suggest some sort of demon, doesn't it? It seems appropriate, doesn't it? I mean, the box did kill poor Dr. Schrader, after all. Well, perhaps it did and perhaps it didn't. We won't know until we have the actual item in our hands. For now, our best course of action might be to show this photo to the townsfolk and see what they say. They'll probably say, wow, that looks real scary and messed up, I don't like it. It sounds good to me, who knows, maybe the photo will help jog someone's memory or act. There's Barton. What are we going to do now? They're going to blow away one of the photo pieces. This is quite an unfortunate turn of events. The piece missing, the emblem looks completely different. Less evil and more like a frog. Well, if we lose any more pieces, it won't look like much of anything. Let's paste the remaining down so we won't lose any more to the wind. Torn photo is now solved. When reconstructed, the photograph depicted the Elysian box. The letter of the box is an ominous-looking goat, which seems appropriate given the box's sinister reputation. Goat emblem. A large ominous symbol in the shape of goat's head decorates the top of the Elysian box. The same symbol can be spotted in some parts of Full Sense. What connection exists between the box and the town? Professor and Luke decide to continue their investigation in town in the dark void, I guess. Alright, and perfect, we can see you.
Oh, over here!
Shut up! Oh, I regret exercising you already, my man. Alright, well, that's today. We've made some good plot progress, actually, for once. And yeah, next time I guess Chalmy's gonna confront some people, I think, but even potentially us. He's gonna accuse us, isn't he? Like, that seems like a him move to do, so I guess we'll get to see that tomorrow. It's nice not remembering all the details. Some of this is still gonna be kind of a surprise. To me, at least. I mean, that's the whole point. I'm the one reacting. But anyways, that's all for tomorrow. For now, we'll end things here, and as always, thank you for watching.